Hello, I'm Tim Krul. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. Welcome back to another match review. Hope you're all doing well. Norwich fans after that aren't doing too well. That's probably the most disappointed I've been all season. That's literally a carbon copy of our game against Sheffield United. Norwich 1, Wolves 2. Story of our season. Had a great first half, played some brilliant football in spells. We should have scored more than the one goal. We should have been 3-4-0 up at half time. We don't. And then we have some bad spells and we concede goals too easy. Those goals being from crosses. Literally a carbon copy from Sheffield United. I'm beyond disappointed. Would I say Norwich City are down and out? No, because we can clearly show we can play good football. We can play some fantastic football. Wolves are a very good side and we played them off the pitch in the first half. But we can see goals too easy. Don't put in a good performance for 90 minutes besides Leicester really. And that's why we're probably going down. Haven't won a game at Carrow Road since Man City. And your home form's got to be better than that if you want to stay up. So I'm absolutely deflated. 18 games in the season now. We're 6 points off 17th place Southampton. So 6 points off survival, and that's a bit of a ground to make up. But Norwich City can still do it. Just put in a good performance for 90 minutes, and in the January transfer window, sign a defender who can win a header and can sign someone who can organise ourselves from crosses basically. But starting with the game, I mean the first half, just like Sheffield United, was brilliant. Tetty has been played absolutely fantastic in recent weeks. He's almost a newfound player. He should have scored in the 13th minute. A fantastic strike from outside the area and hits the inside of the post. You think it's going to go in and somehow bounces out, and that's probably the story of our season yet again. But then we do make it 1-0 and we played some fantastic football. Emi Buendia was my man in the match. I thought he was all over the place, and if you can get Emi Buendia playing at his utmost, there's a chance of survival. But a fantastic finish from Todd Cantwell. That's his 5th goal of the season, scoring in the 17th minute. Some poor defending from Wolves, it has to be said, and Todd Cantwell just inside the area fantastically dispatches the ball into the back of the net. And you don't really want to blame a player for the defeat, but if there was one player to perhaps think he could have done better, it's probably Timu Pukki. He had 2 fantastic chances in the first half, and he's got to score at least one of them. Buendia puts in a world-class ball yet again. Buendia and Pukki's communication is fantastic, as we saw against Leicester. Put him through one-on-one, and Pukki's denied. And then just before the end of the first half as well, had a fantastic chance to make it 2-0, and he misses both. And you're thinking, yeah, Norwich are going to miss those chances now. And just after the first half, you thought it was going to be a Sheffield United part 2. That's literally what I put in my notes. Is it going to be a Sheffield United part 2? And it was. In the second half, Norwich City failed to play at the same tempo. I mean, we was playing fantastically through the thirds, playing fart ball, as it were. Fantastic football. Fullbacks getting forward, overloading the midfield, and making the Wolves players step back. Finding space in between the midfielders and their centre backs, and really playing some nice stuff. As I said, in the second half we were very poor, and Wolves just needed to get into a higher gear, and they won the game quite simply. Buendia did go close though early in the second half. His deflected shot almost went in, but then Wolves started playing some good stuff, and the goal they can score, the first one, is so disappointing. In the 60th minute, comes from a corner, short corner, comes back to the corner taker, lofted ball into the box. I mean, it felt like it was in the air for about 10-15 seconds, and our players are so small, aren't they? They can't win a header, can't defend crosses, and the Wolves player, Sayers, I think, makes it 1-1. And you look at the last few weeks, for instance, in terms of the goals we conceded. Arsenal, one of those goals was from a cross, it was from a corner. Southampton, both of those goals were from crosses, they're both from set pieces. Sheffield United, one of those goals was from a set piece. Leicester, that was from a set piece. Just so many errors, and that's why Norwich City can probably say if they do go down, that's probably one of the reasons why, because an inability to defend set pieces and being too easy to score against. Wolves then grew in confidence. Jiminez had a great chance. Ruben Neves went really close from a fantastic volley, and then in the 80th minute, as they grew in confidence, they made it 2-1. And on the reflection of the second half, it was no surprise. Tim Krul makes a fantastic save from another cross, and it falls to Jiminez. It could have gone anywhere, but fortunately for Wolves and unfortunately for Norwich, it fell to Jiminez, and he makes it 2-1. And Norwich City huff and puff, as they always do, but they couldn't make it. They couldn't equalise, and Norwich lose another game at home, and 6 points away from 17th now. It's very hard to see us coming back. But what's most disappointing, it's not like we're rolling over like the Watford game. We're not rolling over. we are playing some really good football. We're playing some fantastic football between the thirds, some great passing football. Buendia, as I said, was absolutely fantastic. Kenny McLean and Todd Cantwell looked good in the first half, but we can't put on a second half performance which is worthy of winning a game, and that's why we find ourselves near the bottom. So I sound like a broken record. Next game, we've got to improve set pieces, got to be able to defend crosses, and need to be more clinical, because there's been so many times this season where we've had fantastic spells in games but haven't scored or only scored one goal, and then the opposition has a good spell when they get a couple, and that's been the story of our season. But have faith in the system. 6 points off, as I said, safety. And Aston Villa, who's sitting 18th place, they lost 3-1 to Southampton at home. They now play Norwich at home. That's going to be a big game. If we lose that, we're 6 points off 18th place, and could potentially be more off 17th. So it's a massive game, and Norwich City need to, put in a good performance for 90 minutes. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Absolutely gutted. Norwich 1, Wolves 2.